is the Vigor, where we make everything health our business. Let's dive in.
In a recent global social media statistics research, more than 4.62 billion people are on social media. This means that well over 9 in 10 internet users are on social media each month. With the widespread use of technology, many mental effects of the internet have been reported. The controversial cosmetic procedures meant to enhance appearance first began in the early 1900s but have become prevalent in the recent years among women all around the world.
Like bodybuilding stuff. If you feel like you want to look a certain way, then I guess you can just do it. But also, people are supposed to understand it's not like you have a lower self-esteem or you don't like yourself the way you are. No. I think personally, if I was going to do it, I would do it not because I hate how I look, but because I want to look a certain way.
Well, it is important to remember that being different is not bad. It just sets you apart. I mean, it takes all to make a world, right?
Switching gears now, just how much do you know about the lenses that you see the world through? Find out more on icare.
When you're talking about squints, strabismus, that is a condition whereby the alignment of the eye is not normal, and that can happen on one eye, alternating one eye inapata squint, the other eye inapata the other after some time. So and it is a contributor to poor vision, definitely, and mostly it is correctable, and especially when we have, for the small kids, the congenital, the one which babies are born with, it is correctable because it's majorly it's an alignment. It is an in alignment of muscles of the eyes.
Like us.
No, at times they see the world just very normal, actually, very normal. Some of them see they have something we call diplopia. They see two things. They see two things, but majorly once you see them looking aside and trying to, they are seeing one thing. This machine does objective refraction, and we usually check the interior part of the eye. If the eye has cataract, we are able to tell, and if it has conditions like keratoconus, whereby the cornea of the eye is a little bit more curved than normal. So those are some of the conditions we pick with this kind of a machine. Oh yeah, we correct them with the glasses. Then we do prism. There is something we call prism. Prism, it is a way of redirecting the rays of light.
Now, did you know that in every 10 women, 2 actually suffer from endometriosis? This translates to roughly about 6.8% of African women. Let us now find out how this can be mitigated.
Endometriosis is a condition where the endometrium tissue grows outside the uterus into other organs such as the ovaries, fallopian tube, lungs, and other connected tissues. If fertilization does not occur, the endometrium tissue sheds off and it turns into menstrual bleeding and another cycle begins. The bleeding in other tissues has no passageway, thus it irritates the tissue, causing inflammation in that particular area.
So I started having cramps in Form 1, very bad cramps. Condition ikaanza kuworsen and I had to use contraceptives. I had to use all kinds of painkillers. I had to use everything that is supposed to be used, and then it was so hard for me. I used to get admitted at 1 a.m., get an injection, and then the injection would make me partially blind. I couldn't see. So you have to sleep in the hospital for 1 hour for you to come back, vision yako irudi, and then the medicine, the injections, it was such a process. It costed me a lot, my mom and I. So madawa, injections, and that is how my life has been through all along. So nikapewa contraceptives, zikaanza kuni affect, mood swings. I don't want to see people, I don't want to talk to anyone, I don't want to see anyone, I don't want to work. I have back pains, I don't want to see anyone, I just want to sleep. So when one day mama akaniambia twende kwa gynecologist. We went to the gynecologist, akanipima, and then akaniambia, no, you just have a small thing in your womb and that is solvable, you need madawa ndio hizi. So when I came back for scan after 3 months, hakunikumbuka vizuri kabisa. So he was like, do you know endometriosis is a bad thing? When I was walking out of the room, nilikuwa naenda, so I was like, oh, thank you, blah blah blah, the medicine ndachukua. And then he was like, if you don't take that medicine, just know that endometriosis is bad and it can ruin your womb. And I was like, hold up, niko na endometriosis. That is when I discovered I have endometriosis. And then so journey yangu ya diagnosis, madawa ikaanza.
It takes a very long time, because it's like if you come in and say you've had pain for 1 month, people obviously start ruling out, is it an infection and things like that. We check for infection, we don't find, or even treat for infection. The pain is not subsiding. So it's long standing, and unfortunately to get a diagnosis would require surgery. Now, how many people are willing to undergo surgery to find out what the problem is?
Time now to shift focus and bust the myth that muscle exercises are only meant for bodybuilders.
Improve health and reduce risk in developing various diseases like diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular diseases. Number 2, it also helps us to reduce weight for those who want to reduce, and to gain for those who want to gain. Yes. And number 3, it also workouts improve the quality of life in general. To engage in the full body workout so that the whole body to be fit generally. Yeah. Number 3, it improves mental health and mood. Yes.
to wrap up now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to interact with us on our social media handles. That's at Vigor on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Right now though, adios.